Welcome back to the Pesky Report, brought to you by Beyond the Monster. It's a good day to be a Red Sox fan here in Red Sox Nation. It is episode 515. Excited to be here with you. It's Matthew hosting the weekend show again, back in a host role for the first time in almost 2 months. Actually, exactly 2 months. Basically haven't been back in this role fully since the Red Sox have been good. Excited to be here. We've got Jordan joining as well. And returning is Isiah, who hasn't been on in a few months. When was the last time you were on the show, Isiah? You're on mute.
Oh, no. We lost him already.
No, not again.
We've lost the audio already.
Well, we'll circle back to that. Been having some technical difficulties on that side, but either way, we're coming off a 4-game freaking sweep of the Baltimore Orioles in their hometown. We've got 7 games out of the last 8 games that we've been able to take. We went on a road trip with 2 4-game series in a row and only lost 1 game. I mean, ultimately feeling really good about where we're at right now. And then on top of that, we get the best news of all. Jordan, would you like to tell the people what that news is?
Yeah, Trevor Story hit his 200th home run. I'm just kidding.
Hey.
No, Payton Tolle getting the call. He'll make his major league debut tomorrow. Well, I guess today for those listening / watching, getting the nod against Paul Skenes at Fenway. So I, who was going to be fiscally responsible this week, have decided no, and I will be attending. But yeah, Payton Tolle, MLB debut on Friday.
I think that's the most fiscally responsible thing you've done, honestly.
I mean, I did bet on a 6-leg parlay to let go of all my student loan debt the other day, and that was not fiscally responsible. So,
well, did you hit it?
No, but Sadon was the only person of the 6 that homered.
All right. Good odds. Back to you, Isiah. When was the last time you think you were on the show?
I think it was when I was fully convinced that Juan Soto was going to be a Red Sox. I'm pretty sure that was the last time I was on the show.
And it worked out.
Really been that long? Wow.
Yeah, we got Roman Anthony.
And you were,
We do have Juan Soto at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now that has worked out quite good, actually. I think probably the last time you were on the show, you definitely weren't clamoring for Trevor Story to not be on the team anymore. I know that's a fact.
Yeah, I mean, historically, that's crazy. Historically, yeah, I've been in his corner the entire time. I'm like famously well known like as that guy through thick and thin, especially during the month of May, particularly. Yeah, I had no idea what you're talking about, but go off, King, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know, I don't remember what you talked about exactly, but I know it wasn't that. You weren't clamoring for him off the team because that would be silly.
Blasphemous, I would argue.
Yeah, I mean, he's comeback player of the year, MVP candidate, one of only 6 Red Sox shortstops ever, 6 Red Sox. Wait, no, what's the stat? Only 14 Red Sox ever to go 20-20 in a season.
11th different Red Sox, 14th individual season.
Yep. So, I mean, of course you want that guy on your team. I don't know what else you're talking about. He did have a couple home runs in this series. Was it 2 homers in this series, 200th home run, and another home run today. We're kind of jumping all over the place, but Jordan, what's the? I mean, obviously you bought the tickets to see Tolle tomorrow. What's the vibe check right now after the 3 games that we took against the Yankees, 4 games now against Baltimore. How are you feeling?
Well, I mean, it kind of dispels this notion that the Red Sox can't win on the road. The Orioles have been one of the better teams in the division since the end of May. And, the Red Sox are number 2 and the Blue Jays number 1 in that same span. So it's not like they went in and beat up on a terrible Orioles team. These Orioles have been pretty good. So the vibe should be pretty high. I mean, 7-1 over an 8-game road trip is pretty good regardless of who you end up facing. And they beat teams or they beat the guys they faced in a variety of ways. We had one blowout victory and a lot of close games. So close games on the road. Jordan Hicks got a win. That is probably my World Series at this point, other than Trevor Story's 200th home run. But yeah, vibes are good. Heading into this weekend series with the Pirates. I do wish Tolle didn't face Paul Skenes in his MLB debut, but the Pirates never win when he pitches, so there's hope.
I was going to say it's actually best case scenario for him, to be honest with you. And their offense is terrible, so it's a win-win. Actually, we might get 2 back-to-back wins, Dustin May and him against the Pirates offense. Feeling pretty good about that, actually, pretty good. They could then face Andrew Heaney in the third. Oh wait, no, he got DFA'd. So
he got too close to earning a bonus. So
too close to his bonuses. Yeah, forgot about that. Quick side note on that: he was legitimately very bad, but also the Pirates are also cheap. Like both things can exist at the same time. Like they very clearly cut him when he was. If anyone doesn't know, Andrew Heaney he had performance bonuses at 120 innings where he got 50K. If he hit 130 innings, he got 100K. If he got 140 innings, it was 150K. So every 10 innings from here on out, it was like substantial amounts of money. And so he had 120.1 innings and they cut him from the team, DFA'd him. People were calling for them being cheap, and a lot of Pirates fans were calling to the Red Sox for being cheap as well, as a counter for this, which is actually funny. I got a lot of people replying to my mentions because he got DFA'd, and I think the next day we announced that we were moving Walker Buehler to the bullpen, and there's a lot of people, or maybe I have the order wrong on there, but a lot of the Pirates fans were saying that we only moved him there because he was getting incentives for starts, and that we didn't want him to earn the extra money from the starts.
I mean, they got a point. I mean, Buehler has been, like if you look at ERA, the way you look at golf scores, he would be one of the best pitchers in baseball this year. Just throwing that out there.
I think maybe, I don't know. He's just, it's the Red Sox let Walker Buehler earn like an extra $1 just to watch him go 4 innings of 2-run ball and have 9 base runners against him. But hey, we gotta get, Pirates don't win games. They don't have anything to cheer for other than Paul Skenes, which is still a scheduled loss. And I guess we can swallow our pride and let them lie on the internet for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we're over the first CBT. If we were like $500,000 from the second CBT, and it was Walker Buehler not pitching, then okay. But the dude's been awful, and that money does not matter. Even if we did give it to him, it does nothing.
Walker Buehler has if he had enough innings to qualify, he would have the 3rd worst ERA in the sport and the worst in the major leagues, worst in the AL. So it's not like he hasn't been bad. He's been the worst. Ironically, those worse than him are Sandy Alcantara and Parker from the Nationals.
Mitchell Parker.
That's the one. Yeah, those are the 2 qualified starters worse than Walker Buehler was. And I saw someone else arguing, well, if you wanted to not be cheap and still give him what he's worth, but not start him, you could just use him as an opener. And my response to that was, well, his first inning ERA starts with an 8, so that would not make any sense whatsoever. That would be the opposite. Can we use him we need to use him as literally little as possible in the middle of a game. That's
Yeah,
about it.
we're in the business trying to win games, man. That's it.
I actually wouldn't be shocked if. I mean, is there a chance he's DFA'd today or tomorrow with the Tolle activation?
I doubt it. Also, Miguel Vargas just got his wrist broken by Aaron Judge, so that's fun.
Nice.
But I don't think Bueller gets DFA'd. I think they probably will Fugazi somebody under the 60-day IL. Somebody's got to be kicking around there that can go on the shelf. I don't think. Oh, Marcelo's not on the 60-day, and he's done for the year, so they could just stick him on the 60-day. And that can be the roster move. I don't think they're going to DFA Walker. I think the clubhouse still likes him enough, and if he's only pitching low leverage innings like Sunday Night Baseball against the Yankees, then whatever.
Well, then who's the bullpen move to make room for that? Because we replaced Fitz with Moran, and then Moran went down for Slayton. So there's not
Bernie,
unless I'm forgetting someone. It can't be Bernie again. But who else would it be?
I think that's probably the only option, right? They're not going to DFA Walker. I would be very shocked if Bueller gets DFA'd. Again, I think the room likes him too much. They believe probably too much in him being a postseason riser, which I really don't think that's something that you should be banking on with Walker Bueller. I saw somebody say stick him on the IL and then bring him back for the playoffs, and I'm like, why? Like literally, why? Like if we're basing this off of like his history, like he's way worse this year than he was even last year. Why are we?
Gives him a month to learn an eighth pitch so he can throw.
That drove me nuts. I'm like, maybe the bullpen will do him some good because he can simplify his arsenal. And then he's like, I gotta find a way to throw all 7 pitches in my 35 that I get tonight. Like, what a dick! Like, stop.
He's like me on those.
MLB The Show.
I was gonna say he's like me in MLB The Show when I'm playing 3-inning challenges and I'm just throwing everything I've got at the opposing batters because got to keep them on their toes, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so here's the guys that we have with options right now. It's not going to be Justin Slayton. We've got Garrett Whitlock. Not going to be Whitlock. We've got Greg Weissert. And we've got Brennan Bernardino.
I still think Bernie.
I don't know. He's just been so good lately. I mean, maybe Weissert's the move, but they don't need. I don't know. I guess they don't really need another lefty up there. But then again, am I forgetting someone? How do we have? Is it just because we moved Bueller out of the rotation? Yeah.
Is there any possibility, or is it too soon that we move Fitz down?
Well, Fitz is on
the
60-day. Or Fitz got put on the injured list. He got called, or Moran got called up for him, and then Moran went down for Slayton. And they still got to make room for Nate Lowe and Willier this week as well.
Yeah, well, the Nate Lowe one, so we don't need.
I forgot about Fitz in his pick.
I mean, unfortunately, it's going to be just Nixon. Just Stinson. Wow. Just Nixon. Joe Stinson Garcia. It's going to be him and Nate Eaton going down, you know, but I don't know. Actually, I think David Hamilton's earned us extra stay up in the majors at this point.
Hammy's been good since coming back. He's been really good. It's amazing, like, letting a guy play baseball, he might actually improve at baseball, you know? I'm saying this as somebody who has shit on David Hamilton's existence this year. I'm not victory lapping anything.
Yeah, his skill sets are so unique, you know.
Yeah, he's somebody that, like, every single time I watch him play, I'm like, I can see every reason the Red Sox like him. The problem is they are overlooking the fact he's terrible. like super fast, very rangy second baseman, has some sneaky pop, obviously a great base runner, but he's bad. It's like, I feel like when I talk about David Hamilton, it's like the meme from Moneyball where it's like his one defect is he sucks at baseball. Like, that's David Hamilton. But lately he's been really good. So it really kind of, I guess, vindicates them for hanging on to him and not trading him in the offseason, which I don't buy that there was anything like really that substantial. I think people are just comparing what they could have gotten to what David Hamilton was in like May. And they're like, oh, we could have had Edward Cabrera. Like, probably not. Probably not. I'm going to go with probably not on that one.
I think the Luis Castillo one gets thrown around a lot.
He's bad too now, though.
Yeah, I think the thing was different with that was like Seattle was like, actively, I think, trying to get off that salary,
Yeah.
Yeah, like any salary dump, it's one of those situations where the value that you're getting or that you're giving them is them not having to pay the contract.
Yeah. For another notoriously cheap franchise in Seattle.
How do you think, speaking of salary dumping, how do you think Kyle Harrison feels right now, knowing that he was traded and then can't even get a start in the majors? Do you think like do you think he recognizes how good Payton Tolle is and is like, nope, you know what, it makes sense? Or do you think he feels a little bit passed over because he was literally a major league starter at the beginning of this year, similar to how like Quinn Priester was last year when we traded for him? He was like a MLB starter that got. Did Kyle Schwarber just hit a 4th home run?
Did he? I mean, he's going to have, it is 18 to, yep, he did. He might have a shot for 5 because it's 18 to 4. And there is going to be a position player that comes into this game for the Braves in the 8th. He might have a shot at 5.
Wow. That's crazy. And you know who's pitching in this game was Cal Quantrill.
He's so fucking terrible. 9 earned runs, 4 homers allowed.
Wow. That's crazy.
What a disaster.
Yeah. 18 to 4. Crazy. And that, I'm pretty sure they were all 3-run home runs too. Let me just see. How many RBIs does he have? RBIs. Let's see. 9 RBIs. Yeah. So how would that work? It was a solo shot and then a 2-run home run.
And then 2 3-run homers.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Man, he could go for the grand slam cycle. The home run cycle.
Ooh, that's a good point. That is a good point. Oh my god. I can't in good faith watch an 18 to 4 game hoping for Kyle Schwarber at bat against a position player. Maybe I'll tune in for the bottom of the 8th.
Incredible. All right. Well, that was a little side tangent there on Kyle Schwarber. Back to Kyle Harrison. How do we think? Do we think that Kyle Harrison recognizes like that he really kind of blew this opportunity for him? Because I feel like he was given the chance. Like this could have been him and his start if he had taken advantage of it. What do you think, Isiah?
I mean, he hasn't been terrible. I mean, it's not like he's gone to AAA and has had like a 5 ERA. I mean, I think if you look at it from a nuanced standpoint, he understands, partially bummed, but partially like, hey, like I've known Bailey for years now. They obviously wanted me here when they traded Devers. I got to have a little bit of trust in the pitching department here and really work on those secondaries because, we know he has a great fastball. It's just a matter of locking in on the other stuff. So, but I don't know. It's easy to say than be done. He's probably a little disappointed, but I mean, that's baseball, right? I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Professional sports.
It's kind of interesting the guys that are just sitting around on the 40-man that we're like never going to use again, like Von Grissom.
Yeah,
See,
he's just there.
it's no need.
Yeah. Who else is on the 40-man that we aren't going to use? Is it really just Von Grissom now? Did we get rid of
I
everybody
think it
else?
is just Von Grissom at this point. I mean, Zach Kelly seems to be in purgatory as well, I guess. He's just chilling down in AAA. They've needed relievers over the course of the last month and haven't gone to him. I don't know if it's just conveniently like after he's been used a couple of times that they've needed relievers, so they can't call him up. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe Zach Kelly's in purgatory too, and I don't know. I mean, Kyle Harrison, I've only been near him for I only was near him one day down in Worcester. But like he seems pretty excited about the opportunity that he has to be Red Sox at some point. Now Tolle hadn't been called up yet when I was there, but I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's like if he had like Vaughn Grissom's personality, I think he'd probably be requesting a trade this offseason. But I don't think he has that personality. I think he probably more understands how good Tolle is, and it's like I'm not there yet. He probably doesn't. I don't even know how he feels about his arsenal. Like he's been good from a run prevention standpoint, but he's still walking a lot of dudes down there. He's getting a lot of strikeouts, but he's getting like 3-4 walks to start. And like if you're gonna have a guy walk 3 or 4 dudes, give up 2 earned over 4 or 5 innings, like you were getting that from Walker Buehler. I don't think we need the shiny new toy that is Kyle Harrison to do it. Like Peyton Tolle earned every promotion he's gotten, and including this one.
So interesting fact on the Red Sox roster resources, they have Luis Perales listed as the minor leagues right now and not on the 60-day IL anymore, which I thought was
But he was
really
never
interesting.
actually on it.
What?
He was never on the 60-day.
So he's just been rehabbing and taking up a roster spot this whole time without being on the IL.
Yeah, I remember bringing that up when he was throwing live BP that he was going to have to be activated from the 60 days, so that was going to be a spot that needed to be freed up. And Jake told me that he's not on the 60 day because if he was put on the 60 day, it starts his service time. So he's just been on the 15-day IL all year.
No, but he's not even showing as the 15-day IL. He's just showing.
He may have been activated, but
oh no, you know what? He's on the minor league IL. That's different.
Oh,
I forgot.
okay.
Yep.
But yeah, they could not put him on the 60 day. He had to hold a 40-man spot or his service time clock started.
Okay. So a couple other options down there. We got Zach Kelly, like you said. Isiah Campbell still on the roster. I didn't mean to jump scare anybody there, but
So there's only one cool Isiah around these parts.
And there's only one cool Campbell. So yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Speaking of which, September 1st, Christian Campbell call up. We all kind of thinking that that's going to happen at this point, or do you think that they just stick with one of these guys that's currently up there right now, like Eaton or?
I think it'll be Eaton. I think they value the speed.
Yeah, I think once you. Yeah, I don't really see I don't want Campbell to sit on the bench up in the majors. What good does that do for him? You know.
Yeah.
Also, they haven't playing like outfield now, so I don't know. I don't really know what their plan is with them.
I'm kind of thinking that they're going to trade him.
I don't think so. I feel it's weird. Like I feel like they have pretty much given up on him for 2025. But I think the way he's responded from a performance standpoint and just taking to new roles and still like thriving when they throw him at other positions, I think they actually probably feel even better about him long term than they did, 2-3 months ago. Now, obviously not when they gave him the extension. That was when the hype peaked. But I think the guy, if they're going to trade one of these dudes, I still think it's going to be Marcelo. I think at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I'd caveat like they gave up on him in the majors in 2025 because they're winning now. Like if this team was not where they're at and we were 10 games behind or whatever, get him up here because we're focused on development. Right now, they're obviously not focused. We're focused on winning it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think you also got to think about like what if Trevor Story opts out? Then what does that look like? And
I will not watch this baseball team if Trevor Story is not my shortstop.
I'm a Trevor Story fan. I am not a Red Sox fan.
Until the day I die. Whoever he signs with the free agency, that's my new team.
I will buy a jersey if he goes to another team. I will buy the jersey. I'm going to do it. I haven't bought his Red Sox jersey yet. We're waiting for the opt out because I bought a Devers jersey and he was traded like 5 minutes later. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it with a guy who's an impending free agent. That's why Bregman hasn't been purchased either.
The last 2 jerseys I bought are Devers, Verdugo, and Benintendi. So I'm just kind of just taking a break for a bit.
0 for 3 call you Anthony Volpe.
Yeah. So.
The key is to get niche players that are going to be gone after a season. Like I have a Hunter Renfroe jersey and a Garrett Richards jersey. Like I knew they were not going to be on the Red Sox in 2022.
My buddy and I were talking about getting some crazy Toro jerseys and just saying F it, but my boy got sent down. So
hey, he's still, but he is there. He is in Worcester. He is an option. Do we see?
True.
Here's the question: who are we likely to see again in 2025? Abraham Toro or Christian Campbell?
Toro.
I think it's Toro.
Yeah, if worst case scenario, Nathaniel Lowe gets hurt.
Yeah, because Christian Campbell hasn't been like taking to first base like incredibly. I think that's probably fair, but you'd have to free up a roster spot for that too. So, because now he's cleared the 40-man.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So who would you be DF? I mean, you have to be someone
Isiah
going
Campbell?
to the 60-day.
Yeah, Isiah Campbell.
Oh yeah.
See ya.
Yeah.
Can get out of here.
I will buy his Uber, dude.
Remember when we thought that Heim had fleeced the Mariners because of that trade where we got
That was
Isiah
Breslow.
Campbell?
Breslow traded for Campbell.
Was it?
Yeah, this is Campbell's second year in the organization.
Yeah.
No,
Breslow was going to DFA Luis Arias and instead traded him for Isiah Campbell, and everyone thought that was a fleece, which I guess if you're actually no, because Isiah Campbell's been worth -4 as a Red Sox, so they lost that trade. They lost that trade. Actually, no, I don't know how Luis Arias did as a Mariner. Give me a sec. This is journalism right here.
November 17th, 2023.
Yep. Luis Arias was worth 0.2 F4 for the Mariners last year. The Red Sox lost the Isiah Campbell trade.
Yeah. To be fair, he definitely had nothing to do with that trade. It was like a week into his role. Like that was
Brian Abraham. That was a Brian O'Halloran trade.
Yeah. There's no way that he already had Isiah Campbell's completely scouted out in his first 2 weeks over there. And he's like, yeah, we're trading for this guy. I think that was just a timing thing, but
you underestimate the Ivy League nerd that is Craig Breslow to have been already like well rehearsed on every player on every team in every organization.
I would love to have a conversation with him where I just like ask him things like that. Like, hey, how many players are you like actively scouting yourself right now? How involved do you get in the scouting process? And what metrics are like important to you? Like I don't know. These are the type of things that I would want to know.
Yeah, what mainstream stat that you see used all the time do you care like about? Not at all. Like if Craig Breslow came out and was like WRC plus actually is terrible, I'd be like, that'd be pretty crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. Please elaborate.
Yeah, he's like FIP. No, FIP is awful. He's like, no, we don't look at that.
Wins and losses, baby. Wins and losses, baby.
Breslow's like, I am a huge batting average enthusiast. Like, I love whip, big ERA guy, pitcher wins.
I don't know if you heard of this crazy stat. It's called walks per nine. Have you ever heard of it? Shows if the guy has good control on average.
I'm out here like this dude's xFIP in freaking AAA is beautiful. Maybe he deserves an opportunity. And Craig Breslow's like, yeah, but he's 3-7.
He's like, dude, I offered up Myron Anthony for Luis Arias. That's my guy.
Vibes per nine.
Honestly, if we were going for vibes per nine, we just called up the right guy. Because Payton Tolle.
Oh, Isaiah Campbell's the wrong guy for vibes.
No, thumbs down.
Those stupid freaking glasses, those big goggles he's got on his freaking face. Yeah, no, enough Isaiah Campbell talk. Literally,
he did get skinny though. He lost a ton of weight.
He did. We can call him Ozempic Isaiah Campbell.
Lost the weight, kept the suck.
Yeah. He's trying something new. Kudos to him. I'll be honest with you, I never thought we'd see him pitch again. And then when they called him back up, I was like, I actually forgot you were in the organization.
What's your guys' expectations for Tolle the rest of the year in regards to like pitch limit and how far he goes in the game? / do you think if he's going well, they consider throwing him as a game 4 starter?
You can go first, Matt.
Well, obviously, he's probably got like 6 starts in him before the end of the year. So I'm projecting 6 perfect games, 26 strikeouts apiece.
What's he doing what's the other out? Ground out to Trevor Story to end it because he deserves to slam the door on the perfecto.
Well, no, catcher's interference, then double play.
Well, that wouldn't be a perfect game. No catcher's interference.
Yeah. You're right. I forgot I said perfect game. I was thinking about his 7th start where it's not a perfect game.
Oh,
obviously, yeah, our bad.
Yeah, game 1 of the ALDS against the Astros.
Right. It's not a perfect game, but it's also a no hitter. So I just forgot about that part. Yeah, that one only has 25 strikeouts.
Damn, tragic.
Yeah. Isaiah Campbell would have 26 easily.
No, I think he's the thing about like Payton Tolle, and I heard, I can't remember who was talking about this, but like he's not built like someone who wouldn't be able to withstand an innings workload. So like you think about Garrett Crochet when he was first called up and he had to pitch out of the bullpen. He completely skipped the minor leagues, by the way, and he was perfectly fine. But he was called up, he pitched out of the bullpen, but he was super, super skinny, which is like so crazy to look at pictures of him when he was first called up. Doesn't look like him at all. Looking at pictures of him in college, crazy. Someone like Chris Sale, same thing. And then Payton Tolle, who's a lefty, but he's a big, strong, sturdy lefty. So I feel like the Red Sox are obviously going to be cautious with his innings. I feel like they're going to give him the Fitz treatment, which was when Fitz was first called up. Even though he didn't give up a run, they only let him go 5 innings. I think he pitched like 3 straight games of 5 innings with no runs, I think was his streak. So I feel like that's probably in the cards here. And then they got someone like Bueller or Matz and, Jordan. I don't know where the ball's going. Hicks to come after him and hopefully finish the game.
Jordan Hicks.
What do you think, Jordan?
Jordan Hicks is 1-0 with a 0 ERA since I publicly declared my faith in him. So just saying, Craig Breslow would approve of my stats that I'm using here.
Yeah, but you're biased.
Biased, yeah, because we're the same name.
Yeah,
because we're both Jordans. He's much handsomer though. So if anything, I'd be envious and I would actually hate him for it. But anyway. As far as my expectations for Tolle, I'm trying to temper them a bit and remember that he started the year in Greenville. Like there's going to be a start that he doesn't do well, and like I have to be like, okay, no, like that's allowed. Like he's allowed to have a crappy outing. I'm hoping it's not tomorrow. It'd be it's kind of like they're soft launching him by having him go in a game against Paul Skenes. It's like, yeah, this game is basically a scheduled loss, but you're facing the Pirates, so we don't think you're actually going to suck. We just know that Paul Skenes is on the other side. And then, yeah, you get into like, a week or two from now, get some off days coming up, so you have a chance to rest him a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know if maybe they're going to give him like 2-3 starts and then put him into the bullpen. I don't know what the plan is. But I know that they typically cap their guys around 100 innings their first year in pro ball, and he's at 91 and 2/3. So like Connolly Early only threw 103 last year. So I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm optimistic. I think tomorrow will be a really nice first start for him, and then we'll see where we go from there. But I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself with him. As nasty as I think he is, like, again, he started the year in Greenville. Like, that's nuts that he's even here at this point.
Yeah.
I'd also like to pour one out for David Sandlin, who was given the opportunity to take this call up and has not taken advantage of it yet. Still time, because I learned that, and there's some confusion around this, so maybe we should clarify this. You don't have to be on the 40-man roster by September 1st to be eligible for the playoffs. You just have to be in the organization by September 1st. So that's something that I didn't realize. I always thought that the rule was that September 1st, you had to be called up or at least be on the 40-man, or you weren't going to be able to be eligible for postseason play. So turns out you just got to be in the organization and you are good to go. So I think David Sandlin still has an opportunity if he can turn it around from the bullpen. His stuff has looked like it's been playing up like we thought, but has given up a lot of hard contact and has been struggling to keep the ball in the yard, giving up a couple of home runs, and they really rushed along that development. I mean, him going from a starter role, he starts one game in Worcester and then moved to the bullpen on 4 days rest and 3 days rest and 2, and then they throw him back-to-back days to see what it's like. And I think that he's going to have to settle in there. And if he wants to be a contributor, they still want him to be a starter. So like, it's not like this is a permanent thing, but I mean, there's a lot of adjustments. He was telling me that one adjustment that he had to make was not realizing how out of breath he'd be coming like after warming up. Because as a starter, like you always warm up and then you go and you take your time getting out to the mound. Like you don't have to warm up in the bullpen and then immediately jog to the mound and then immediately pitch. And he was like, I was literally out of breath. I didn't know how to, like, I just wasn't prepared for it. And he's like, my adrenaline was like wicked high. And so, pouring one out for this opportunity that for Tolle passing him on the depth chart there, but I still think that he has a chance to make an impact by the end of the year.
I was just worried that it was going to be Bernardino starting with Buehler in bulk against Paul Skenes, like the ultimate like middle finger, like 7-1 road trip, and then it's like, yeah, Walker Buehler bump day, everybody, let's go. I would be fiscally responsible and not go to that game if that were the case, but yeah, and I feel for David Sandlin because it felt like he had a real opportunity to make the team for September, and just it's nice for the fans to see, and not for David Sandlin because obviously I'm sure he wishes he was mowing everybody down. By the way, Kyle Schwarber is up to bat right now in the bottom of the 8th, but there's 2 on, so we cannot hit the home run cycle tonight.
Son of a gun.
But people are like, oh, just stick this guy in the bullpen and he'll be great. It's like, that's not necessarily true. Not right away. I mean, Joe Kelly got sent down in like 2016. He was gone for like 3 months before we saw him again as a reliever. It'll take some getting used to for Sandlin. Again, optimistic that there's a shot that he could pitch in September, and apparently there's still optimism for Luis Perales as well. Oh, he popped out. He got a 57-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle, and he flew out to left. That's tragic. But yeah, no,
Sad.
I feel like the Red Sox made the right, like, did everything they needed to do as far as like putting guys in the best positions to succeed, and then just promoting the guys that deserve it. And that's where we stand right now. And it's something that I feel like sometimes the organization never gets credit for. It's like, oh well, that decision was obvious. It's like, yeah, but you still have to make it. Like, it's not.
Well,
It's never obvious.
And we've given them credit with calling the password up and with calling Tolle up now, but we were complaining that they were waiting so long to call up Roman Anthony, and obviously there's a lot more politics behind that. But they called up Roman Anthony, and they called up. We've had 5 top 100 prospects called up this year. Like that's insane.
And still have a better farm than the Yankees.
Yeah. Well, we called. Our farm system would look so much different right now if we hadn't kept Christian Campbell up there for 2 months and have him lose his prospect status, because that's exactly what happened. But yeah, I mean, we gave them kudos for calling up Christian Campbell. He looked amazing for an entire month. Was one of the best players in the sport, and then he fell off. And then we said, well, where's Roman Anthony? Where's Roman Anthony? And then boom, Marcelo Meyer was the next one up. And he wasn't ready yet, but we were still like, okay. Then they finally call up Roman Anthony, and then they call up Joe Stinson. Joe Stinson. The pronunciation guide says Joe's is the first part. So it's like Joes. Joe.
I just know it's not just Stinkson. That's what I thought it was for the longest time.
Joe Stinson. That's what it says. Okay. Joe Stinson. Yeah, so I mean, I think this kind of falls in line with some things that they shifted their mind on earlier in the season. The Red Sox were even Alex Cora, but it might have been the whole organization in general. They weren't really willing to shift the lineup. They weren't really willing to shift the rotation or the bullpen roles. And then, and I think this might have been when the tide started to shift, Cora started to play the hot hand and was like, who's hot right now? Let's move them up and bat them third. Who's hot right now? Let's move them up and bat them fourth and fifth. And so then the lineup started getting moved around, and someone who was on fire in the bullpen was getting brought in high leverage roles. And I think that you're seeing the same thing with the prospects. Is there was that reluctance to call up Roman Anthony early on in the season, but then now they're pulling the trigger quickly. And I wonder if part of that is because they're winning, or maybe part of that is because they realize it worked out before. I don't know.
I mean, it was frustrating not to have Anthony up here opening day. But if you had told me, hey, if you're patient for 3 months and you can guarantee that Roman Anthony would sign the contract that he did, I'd still do that every single day.
And Roman, and if you look at how spring training went, the most deserving of the big three was Marcelo Meyer. Yeah. I get that Roman was the top prospect in the game, but he wasn't. I mean, he had an okay spring, but he wasn't exceptional by any means. Marcelo was the guy that flashed the most, in my opinion. I thought he should have made the team over Campbell, but I think they decided in January that it was going to be Christian Campbell, and they were like, 100%. as long as he has a 3-game stretch in camp at any point where he looks like he's ready, he'll be there on opening day. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, again, they got a month of just insane production out of him in the lineup, and then they waited probably a little too long to send him down. But again, I think now they're at the point where it's kind of like they're humming on all cylinders, and they're like, we got to make sure that we don't get too cute with our decision making on the roster. We have a real shot to make the playoffs here, maybe even win the division, but we can't. We're not going to win the division if we're calling up friggin', Zach Kelly and over Payton Tolle. We have to go by moves that are going to actually truly elevate the ceiling of the ball club without completely negating the floor aspect of it. Oh, but Coleman Gonzalez is pitching for the White Sox.
I think it is interesting because, like you said, it's about elevating the roster. You see the Mets just did this. They called up McLean last week or 2 weeks ago, and then they're calling up is it Tong?
Jonah Tong, yeah.
Jonah Tong. He's going to start tomorrow. So we have Tolle and Tong starting tomorrow. Both very, very highly regarded top prospects in those systems for teams that are pushing for that playoff spot, and they're going to be pitching in some high leverage games, and it's interesting. It's cool to see that happening. Now, why the Phillies aren't doing that with Andrew Painter, I don't know. Why the Red Sox aren't doing that with Noah Song, I don't know.
We'll never know, brother. We'll never know.
Wholesale embarrassment.
I mean, there's still a chance, man. If they're willing to call up Luis Perales, who's just been sitting apparently on the roster for this entire time, he's just been fine, just been chilling.
Yeah, he's just been on the 26 man all year. We're just like,
yeah,
waiting for him to be healthy, but he's just been chilling.
Him and Massa were hanging out in Fenway and South and down in Florida.
Oh, there's another DFA candidate, by the way.
Sneaky, yeah. He actually has options though.
Yeah, but he has to approve of them. He has to it's almost like getting DFA'd. Like they have to be like, we're gonna send you down, and he can just be like, no, actually, release me.
You know, he would love it down there. He loves theme nights. Like he looks amazing, and he's always smiling. And all the pictures of him wearing the theme jerseys, I mean, the man loves it.
Not to derail the conversation a bit, but that's the roster spot. We were talking about Campbell earlier about where you fit next year. That's the roster spot for me that makes the most sense for Campbell.
Yoshida's
DH and then having him play second once a week or left field. I mean, it sounds like he's better in the outfield, but
yeah, I mean, he can play he can play everywhere on the field other than catcher, so it would make sense. Although I don't know if he's played right yet, but it would make sense if you want to keep the DH a rotational spot. Have him DH. Oh, you want to give Duran a day off his feet, but keep him in the lineup? Okay, Campbell plays left. You never do it with Sadon. Sadon will play center unless they, for some weird reason, want to keep playing him at second base next year. But you got to protect Marcelo's body. For a game, you can survive with Campbell at second base. I mean, Story, you want to keep his bat in the lineup, move him to DH. Campbell's played shortstop all throughout the minor leagues as well. And then obviously first base, he's played a lot this year. Yeah, I mean, he somehow finds his way to like 130 games played, but plays like 7 different positions. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
I'd support it.
Yeah.
I think you remember in the opening series in Texas, he almost made a crazy play on the outfield. So he's definitely got range.
The problem isn't athleticism, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we talked a lot about the series in this episode. We covered a lot of topics. Brian Bayo he deserves a shout out, man. I mean, he's got a sub-3 ERA on the season, 2.99. Like that's crazy. Did not have that on my checklist for this year, and that's it's pretty cool. I hope he can maintain that and keep a really, really solid season under his belt. Because we all know that like those end of the year numbers are going to be what people remember. But I think like him having the ability to do that was not something that I would have hoped. I was hoping for a mid-3s ERA. So this has been great. I think he deserves all the credit in the world for that.
Yeah, he's just like stuff-wise a little bit better. Obviously, stats are better. But I was watching, just every time I watch him, I remember last year, it's like anytime there's someone like a leadoff double, or if like someone has an error, you're just waiting for him to be like, this is his moment, because he gets all flustered. He starts getting stormy on the mound. And he's just so cool and calm and collected this year that like, a leadoff double happens, I'm not that worried. No, he's got it. It's just, it feels like the biggest step he took in the last year. And, we've talked about it, like this actually started last summer. It's just like how much he's improved mentally, just like himself as like a pitcher on the mound, just controlling the game.
Yeah, he's gone at least 6 innings every single start since the beginning of June. And it would be every single appearance if he didn't resume that Cincinnati game where he pitched 5 innings in relief, and then gave it off to the bullpen in the 9th inning. But he's been fantastic. ERA in the mid 2s since the start of June. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked the updated numbers to account for Bayo and Crochet's start, but the Red Sox have 3 of the top 5 American League ERA guys since June 10th. Which is ridiculous. And probably just as, if not more impressive, is all 3 of those guys are in the top 7 in innings pitched in baseball over that span as well. Like the Red Sox it's not a lot of 5 innings, 1 earned run your way to a 2.5 ERA. Like Bayo is getting deep into games. Giolito pitched 8 innings of shutout ball in this series. We just finally mentioned him now. The Red Sox are getting production from everybody. I mean, even like Dustin May sucked in his start against the Yankees, but his previous 2 times out, he was very good. They're getting production from everybody. That's why they have a top 5, I think, team ERA in the sport this season, and they're the number 1 staff since the deadline.
Yeah, Brian Bayo has a better ERA post All-Star break than Garrett Crochet. So, fun facts.
One stat, like this has nothing to do with the starting rotation, but one thing that I learned today, which I think is hysterical. So you know how Aroldis Chapman has only allowed 1 run since May 28th?
Mm-hmm.
During that span, he is tied with Max Fried for wins above replacement. Yankees ace versus closer for the Red Sox.
Former Yankee.
Yankee. Red Sox are just full of former Yankees.
What Garrett Crochet, not Garrett Crochet, what Aroldis Chapman is doing is remarkable. It's better than Koji in the year that we all talk about in 2013. Like, it's a better season than that and more dominant, honestly. Like, because Koji couldn't throw 103 miles an hour. And I don't know if you've noticed, but like, it seems like Chapman's been relying on that wipeout slider a lot lately too. And that's just so nasty. So nasty.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of similar to like the year Eric Gagne won Cy Young, minus the crap ton of saves that Gagne had, but it's pretty remarkable.
It concerns me how much I trust him, because I've seen this movie before, but not quite. But it didn't start like this, you know. It's like when you go back and you watch something from your childhood and you're like, I don't remember it going like this. Like that's Aroldis Chapman, quite literally, because I mean, he debuted when I was 10. Like I'm 25 years old, and I'm like, I've seen this before. Chapman's dirty, late September implosion, postseason. He's not the same guy. He's never been this good, ever.
Yeah. No. Yeah, his control, his walks is under control. He's throwing first pitch strikes. Like he's almost, I don't know, like he doesn't act like he's 35 years old. Like it's just crazy. Whitlock has been nasty too. Yeah. Like him and Whitlock have been pretty much the same for like over a month. So I mean, you get that. You got Slayton in the mix now, which we mentioned briefly, but he's back. He hasn't thrown yet, I don't think. He didn't throw today.
No, he hasn't pitched yet.
Matz has been awesome.
Matz has been
so good. Yeah, I put out a post the other day about that. He had a .87 ERA before he pitched a scoreless inning today. So, I mean, it's only going to be lower than that with the Red Sox. It's just like, you have Walker Buehler out there with the 3rd worst ERA. Like, he's just sticking out like a sore thumb. Even Bernardino's been good lately. Weishart's been good. Like,
Yeah, for all the people who shit on Andrew Bailey in mid-May and wanted him fired, like, can we give the guy his damn flowers? I mean, this is clearly what happens when you give a dude talent. Like, last year, the team didn't have the talent for him to elevate everybody, and he did. I mean, we saw it in flashes with Cutter Crawford. He had a 3 ERA at the All-Star break. Tanner Houck was an All-Star, but I mean, we saw it in flashes with Whitlock. Whitlock had a 1.5 ERA his first 4 starts, and then he died because that's what starter Garrett Whitlock does. Like Isaiah Campbell at points looked really good. Greg Weissert at points looked fantastic last season. But this year you're seeing it. Like Giolito has been phenomenal. Garrett Crochet maybe isn't as dominant, but he's getting deeper into games, and he's not sacrificing stuff a lot. Bayo getting deep into games and minimizing run production. You know, you've seen flashes out of Dustin May in just a short time period here. Like maybe the guy is just good at his job. Hashtag my manager once Cora finally leaves for the front office.
Oh, please. Not another pitching coach turned manager.
Hey, that pitching coach turned manager won a World Series. Like as much and won 3 division titles. As much as I hated the John Farrell experience, like there are worse tenures in Red Sox history.
Dude, he lives like 2 towns over from me. He's just chilling on a boat over in Gloucester.
Get him on the pod.
I'll do my best.
Like, John, I just crapped on your existence on the last pod, but like, yo, you want to come on and defend your honor?
I'm historically known as the biggest John. Like, I'm the John Farrell guy. Like, how could you not come on the pod? It's got to work.
Our podcast, my suggestion for the name of the podcast was the Farrell Report.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that did not fly. But yeah. I think if you look at the bullpen, you got Hicks and you've got Buehler and everybody else you trust right now, you know, and even Wilson. Oh, I didn't even mention Justin Wilson. Another guy who's been great, other than like one outing recently. I think Wilson's I probably trust him the least out of those other names we mentioned, but he's been good. So I mean, we're just a really good all around pitching staff right now. Pitching is what we need.
Remember that like year that John Farrell worked for ESPN after the Sox fired him? You don't remember that? I remember it like it was yesterday. He like got fired, randomly saw him on ESPN, and they were like, "Hey John, predict the playoff seeding for next year." It was literally the same teams in the same seeding that he predicted. I'm like, nice job, John. Attaboy. Way to really flex some brain power there, my guy. Absolute demon. Oh man. I remember AJ Pierzynski was like trying to defend John Farrell as a manager in that postseason. I'm like, my guy. Come on.
So upcoming series versus the Pirates. It's at home. It's at Fenway Park. We love playing at Fenway Park. The last time the Pirates came to town, it was for opening weekend, and
it was the
all I
first
remember is Corey Kluber. We got a Corey Kluber start in there is all I remember. So that's how long it's been since they've been at Fenway Park. And it was freezing. And I remember Brian Reynolds at that time was a good baseball player. And so I was very much like, why couldn't the Red Sox trade for Brian Reynolds? And I think he homered once or twice in the series. He was like a Red Sox killer and then signed an extension immediately afterwards or during the series. I can't recall the exact order of when it happened.
The last time the Pirates came to Fenway, Massa hit his first big league home run.
Oh, and those people wouldn't give it back to him.
And the kid would not give him the damn ball back. That is why Yoshida has been a disappointment. That kid needs to be. We need to find him. Not like in a I gotta rough him up kind of way, but somebody needs to get that ball from that child.
Yeah. If you have any underage listeners, go do your thing.
Yeah, I'm not encouraging any adults to dox this child. If there's anybody under the age of like 15 listening, please find that kid and get the ball for Massa. The fate of the Red Sox season depends on your ability to get that baseball.
It's like an infinity stone, and Massa gets it, and he grows 3 inches, and he's like, "Oh yes, finally."
Whoever is able to secure this ball for Massa, I promise you, she will text you back. I promise.
We will actually bring you on the pod, and so yeah, if you find this ball, we will bring you and give you your 30 seconds of fame, and you know, you can say you've done it.
Yeah.
you saved the Red Sox season.
You say the Red Sox.
Just you've done it, and everyone knows what you're talking about. Like, yeah, I did it. Oh no, I know exactly what you're talking
Save
about.
the Red Sox season. They literally just hit a new season high for games over 500 today. Saved Masa's career. We get Masa that ball back. I guarantee you, he's going on like a 6-for-8 stretch with 2 bombs. I promise. I promise you.
So we've got Dustin May starting a game in this series and Lucas Giolito. I think that we have a chance to go on a nice little win streak here, but at the same time, I also recognize we're facing greatness. So let's get some predictions going. Do we think I'll go last on this one, but Jordan, what do you think the odds are for taking some of these games from the Pirates?
Yeah, I got them sweeping. Like pretty comfortably too. Like I know Paul Skenes is going to be great because he's Paul Skenes, but on the flip side, the Red Sox haven't scored a lot of runs lately, and the Orioles didn't throw anybody like exceptional against them. Bradish is good. Like I'll give Kyle Bradish his flowers. He's a good pitcher. But like nobody, like no stars. Paul Skenes getting roughed up tomorrow, and having Payton Tolle get like 5 shut, and he has like a 6-0 lead to work with. Sign me up for that. Red Sox are sweeping this one though, regardless of how Skenes does, unless he throws like a no-hitter.
Would be tough to sweep if he did a no-hitter, but not impossible.
I mean, it is the Pirates. There's a strong possibility that the Red Sox win 1-0 and don't get a hit.
Yeah, all we got to do is let him pitch 9 no-hit innings. We also don't give up any runs, and then we go into extra innings, and then we score with the ghost runner, and that's how we win with a no-hitter.
Brother, when Trevor Story's your shortstop, brother, anything is possible.
He's been homering a lot when I've been going. He's not quite like last year. Tyler O'Neill homered like basically every fucking game I went to, so it's not quite that. But he homers a lot with me in attendance. He homered, I think he's homered in 4 of the last 5 games I've been to, maybe 3 of the last 4. He's been very good.
Trevor Story's homer to every game I've been to this season.
You've only been to the home opener?
Yes. I've only been to 1 game.
Oh, yeah,
well, on the bright side, Section 10 night, you will get another Trevor Story home run. Calling it now.
Yep.
Not
putting money on it.
Not to hijack the series preview here, but I have a gut feeling that the Rookie of the Year for the American League will be decided by those 6 games between the Sox and A's in September. I really think they're like the Red Sox. They know that Nick Kurtz, yes, intentionally stopped, had a pause there, is the favorite to win the award. You think they're not going to do everything in their power to have that dude go like 1 for 15 with like 11 strikeouts across those 6 games? Or not 1 for 15. It'd be like 1 for 24 with like 17 Ks. Roman goes off against the feeble A's pitching staff. Oh, cinema. It's happening.
Well, I hope so, because I put $4 on him to win Rookie of the Year, and that would win me $100. So the odds are
there's
pretty
there's
good.
no way. I hate to think there's no way Roman Anthony's winning Rookie of the Year over Kurt.
That's fine. It's fine. You can stay on that side. It's okay.
He's got 27 home runs, 70 RBIs, 1,000 OPS. He's hitting 300.
Season's not over. Job's not done.
He said, "Yeah, but have you heard of vibes? Have you heard of vibes?
Have you heard of the 4-letter word?
Roman Anthony does this when he reaches base. So, power of friendship is going to will Roman Anthony to Rookie of the Year, and Kurtz is going to hit the rookie wall.
I just thought of the new
Y'all are laughing.
celebration.
I'm dead serious.
I'm sorry. I got Trevor Story winning Rookie of the Year personally over here. So
I'm just laughing at thinking about the gif of Connor Wong from the newest dugout celebration where him and Crochet are like doing some sort of like handshake thing, and Crochet just lets go early, and it looks like Wong's just doing a double-handed, something. And very
God, I love
very
this.
funny.
I love the stupid fucking team. They're so great. I love it.
Quality content. Isiah, what are you picking for predictions on this one?
I got 2 out of 3. I think Tolle struggles in his first start, pulls like he did in Worcester, and then he settles in the second inning. Although he's got Trevor Story as a shortstop, not Mikey Romero, so maybe he doesn't. So I got 2 out of 3.
It's true, because Mikey Romero did have an error in that first inning. So
yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm going sweep. I think that this team is incredibly streaky in the way that previous teams have never been able to do, at least not the ones I've followed this closely. And them being able to pull off another, at this point, it wouldn't be another 10-game win streak, but it would feel like it, because at that point you've won 10 out of the last 11 games. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the sweep. Hopefully it works out. I got a final thought, and it's shout out Red Sox stats for nuking his entire account and starting from scratch. Used to be one of the people I would quote on this show whenever he put out some crazy stats, and he's back on Twitter at Red Sox stats with no followers. It's crazy.
The first. You see the first thing he tweeted
when he was replying about something about it was like a reply of something about Kevin Millar and how the team hated him after he left.
Yeah, just stats back on his bullshit, just back on vengeance, talking about how the Red Sox hated Kevin Millar. That's the energy I miss from that man.
Maybe he didn't do it on purpose. Maybe his previous, co-host of his platform deleted his entire profile, and he had to start from scratch again and rebuild his brand. I don't know. It can happen to anybody. Right, Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah, fuck Brad. I might just fit that sentence in every episode the rest of the season, just in case he's still listening.
That's a phenomenal bit. That's a great bit. But it has to be like randomly, like you're in the middle of a sentence, be like, yo, Masataka shit is like fuck Brad.
Oh man.
It's good material.
All right. Any final thoughts from you fellas?
Fuck Brad.
I'm so thankful to be watching a good Red Sox team in September, and yeah, this is so much fun. I mean, it's almost September, but it will be September. So.
Well, appreciate you joining us, man. It's been good to have you back on. Welcome on anytime. Shout out to Doink and Bailey and Kevin, not able to make it on tonight, but also shout out to Jordan for grinding out every episode. Obviously, it helps when it's a good team, but very appreciative of you hopping on. I hope you guys have I say you guys. Hope you have a good time at the game tomorrow, Jordan. And
don't forget to ask your wife for permission, Isiah.
I got you. I'm gonna do a little back rubbing, a little massage, and then I'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, on behalf of the Trevor Story fan club over here, wish Payton Tolle good luck, and I'm gonna close on that note. I mean, this is brought to you by the Beyond the Monster. We'll see you guys next time.